How's it going, everyone? Today I'm here with my NXT Aftershock 2015 live experience video. Of course, Aftershock took place last weekend. I'm here a week later on Halloween nonetheless, so I hope everyone has a good Halloween. Hope you guys enjoy your night and day. Day and night. Where's Kid Cudi at? Day and night. Anyways, yeah, this video is a week late. You know, I should have made this sooner, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to bullshit around. It was two reasons. The main being that I was just lazy. I just didn't really, I was just lazy, no excuses besides that. And if you can't tell with my voice, and I'm pretty sure you'll probably tell later on the video, if my nose starts drooping a little bit, I gotta cover it up a little bit. I've been getting sick, so I've just been in bed laying down relaxing, trying to, not do much, because I don't feel good. My nose is all stuffed up, my throat's a little achy, so that's why if I sound a little strange, that's the reasoning why. But yeah, last weekend, Aftershock 2015, of course, the music festival, it takes place every year. I believe this is the fourth one they've done, and this year I was privileged enough to go to it because they featured NXT live there. Of course, NXT is expanding as a brand, and fortunately for me, it came here to where I live, which is rare because they don't come here often. WWE comes here maybe twice, if I'm lucky 3 times a year. So the fact that they came here for NXT, I thought was really cool and a really big deal. So I was really happy for that to happen. Tickets were cheap too. I only paid, I think, like $112 for both days, which that's a price for a WWE show for, depending on what show it is. That could be a 100 seat right there for a WWE show for one show. I went to 2 shows, and plus I could have stayed the entire festival. So that was a great deal. I could have got cheaper if I bought sooner, but I kind of waited a little bit for some stupid reason. I don't know why, to be honest. I just didn't buy them right away like I should have. So I had to pay a little more than I could have. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, I got there. The festival, I believe, started at 12. I don't know. I think I ran to like 11 or 12 at night, so it was kind of like a 12-hour thing. I don't know the exact details. I was only there for NXT. I knew a few bands I was playing, but I didn't really care to see them, to be perfectly honest. I got there a little after 12-ish. They had a autograph session from 1 to 2, at which is cool. A little autograph session for the show. So I wanted to get there before 1 o'clock. I got there. I see the line for like. By the way, I can rant all day about, I don't know if it's just how they structured this festival, but music festivals are just a pain in the ass the way they structured things. Because I was getting dropped off. Drop-off zone, there's a road you could have went straight in. They make you go around, they make you make a square, then you go on back to the main road. For no reason at all. It was ridiculous. The whole structure pissed me off, and I have a little rant towards the end of the first day discussion, so stay tuned for that. About probably, I don't know how long it'd give me to take to get to that portion, but man, the structure was just absolutely terrible service to people there. I know majority of them are volunteers, but they were just helpless, hopeless. So I can rant all day about this. What am I going to? Main video, yeah, got there a little after 12-ish. I wouldn't say it's like 12:20-ish around there. I see a huge line like going back like around the tent, so that kind of sucked. I was like, oh man, it's gonna suck. But luckily enough, I see none other than Stevie Breach, as most of you probably know. Him and Mario were like the 5th or 4th people in line, so thankfully I just kind of walked up there. I was like, what's up, guys? How's it going? Those 2 guys are awesome. I spent the entire weekend with them on both shows, sat with them, front row. I'll probably put a picture of the seats I had. It was literally right front row. We sat those exact seats the entire time because you can sit anywhere. It was whenever you get there, you can choose your seat. So we made sure you get the same seats every single time. So a big thanks to Steve and Mario for allowing me to hang out with them that weekend. But yeah, we got there, had to hang out for a little bit. Shout out to another person too. I don't know if you're watching this or not. Isaac, you're a cool guy. You're cool to talk to. Talk to him a little bit. It's kind of cool getting recognized. I know Steve is recognized all the time, but it's kind of surreal when someone like sees you and like asks that's who you are. It's kind of a weird thing, but it was pretty cool. So yeah, shout out to Isaac, buddy, if you're watching. It's nice hanging out with you. But back to the video. We got in line. We waited till 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock came. The signees came out. None other than a great lineup here. You had Finn Balor, Alexa Bliss, Emma, and Samoa Joe. So I thought that was a great lineup. Really liked that. Met them. Finn Balor I met back at WrestleMania Access. So I already met him. Got to meet him. Big complaint here. They had they're signing autographs, right? But they were facing the sun. You really see it in the Finn Balor picture. I'm pretty sure I put it in the video. The sun's just glaring in his face, so the picture didn't turn out the best with Finn Balor. But like I said, I met him at WrestleMania Access. I have a better picture, so that's all right. Yeah, I met him. He marked out over the shirt I'm wearing right now, the Prince is Dead shirt. He marked out. I went up to him. He's like, "Hey man, nice shirt." I was like, "Oh, thanks a lot, man. I wore this, hoping that you'd be signing today." And he was, so that was cool. And then at the end, I went to shake his hand. He's like, "Nah, you too sweet me for the shirt." I'm like, "Oh, Too sweet me, bro. So we too sweet. That's pretty cool. Next one to Alexa Bliss. Oh, I should. Oh yeah. By the way, I bought this. I bought this. I almost forgot. The NXT program was $15. It's really nice. If you like, just flip through it. Some nice pages. A different material too. I like the material they use for this program. So I got this, and I also got. I bought this towards the end of the day because I didn't want to like wear it on my shoulder the entire day or carry it around. But I just got that, and I got this as well. It is the NXT live shirt. Of course, they got a nice picture, a bunch of guys right there like Finn Balor, Bayley, Samoa Joe, Apollo Crews, and whatnot. Nice little front right there. And on the back, of course, it says NXT I Was There, and you have the dates for the Nashville show, the Louisville shows they did at the Louder Than Life Festival, and of course the Sacramento shows right there. So I got this shirt because I thought it was pretty cool to have the I Was There, because I know NXT probably won't come here for a while, or if ever again. So I thought I definitely had to get those. So yeah, got those two things. Those are the only two things I bought. Back to this, because I have to show you. I bought this mainly because I didn't have anything for anyone to sign. I just came there literally nothing besides like my phone, my wallet, and my charger. So I bought this mainly to. Why is there a piece of paper in here? Oh, that's my ticket for Sunday. But yeah, I bought this program to sign. Got Finn Balor to sign it on his page right there. It turned out really nice. Looks really good. Nice page right there signed by Finn Balor. So that was good. And then I met Alexa Bliss. Didn't really say much to her because with the signing, it sucks because like there's 4 of them and it's only selfies only, and it's pretty much just hand them it, sign it, get the picture, and go on. You literally have like 5 to 10 seconds at most to talk to them. So it's really hard to strike a conversation when you're pretty much being pushed to keep going. So I met Alexa Bliss. Got her to sign her picture right there. It turned out pretty nice. She was cool. Then I met Emma next, who was really nice too. Signature right there. I know she's in the book or on the in this program. I could probably find her. Yeah, see, she's right there. But like I said, they were rushing you, so I didn't have time to really flip through and find her. So I just had her sign the back right there. And Emma was really cool. When I took the picture, she didn't see the picture go off, so like she made sure like, did you get the picture? Like I didn't see it go off. I'm like, yeah, I got it. It was good. I showed her the picture. She's like, all right, just want to make sure you got it. So that was really cool for her to make sure I got the picture. And then I went to Samoa Joe. And there's a signature right there next to Emma's. Joe just went up to him and pretty much just said, you know, it was really cool to see him there in a place where he belongs. He pretty much just like, yeah, wasn't really too talkative. And he didn't really even extend his hand out because I shook everyone's hand before I left to the next person. And it's kind of just like chilling there. I put my hand out, he's kind of like, oh, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. But it was cool to meet him. But yeah, those are the 4 I met at the table, the booth signing. But the coolest thing about this festival is there's so many people there. Wrestlers could just walk around the entire place and no one would recognize them. So it was so surreal seeing like guys like Baron Corbin. Like he would just throw his clothes on and walk around. Like you see Baron Corbin just walk around and no one thinks anything about him because he looks like a normal guy. So it's kind of funny watching him walk around. But you know, as we're waiting, because the meet and greet was 1 to 2. Since we were first in line, we got done pretty quickly. The show didn't start till 3, so you do the math. We had to wait a while, so we got to our seats, pretty much just waited the entire time till the show started. Saw some people walking around. It was cool. I got 2 people I met that were walking around. I met Jason Jordan. You know, he was walking around, and I got him. I took a picture with him. Big fan of him and Chad Gable. Love that tag team. Best tag team in WWE right now. They're just so awesome to watch. If you don't believe me, watch their match from NXT this weekend. It's Gargano and Ciampa. Awesome match. And then I got Carmella. She was walking around with Bayley, and I was able to get Carmella. Met her, took a picture. Actually took 2 pictures of her, one right here and one later on. So she was really nice. She was with Bayley, which I didn't ask for a picture for Bayley for some reason. I think Bayley was walking away when I was talking to Carmella, so that's why I didn't ask for it. But it was just, you know, pretty much a waiting game. It was just really cool and surreal to see wrestlers just walking around, and you know, I saw other wrestlers walk around too. I just didn't get a picture of them. Like Jason Albert, you know, A-Train was walking around. Sarah Del Rey was there walking around. Some other wrestlers that I just didn't have the opportunity to go up to and say hi to. But yeah, it was really cool seeing them walking around. And coolest thing was seeing, because Bayley had her family there and she had her mom there, and Mario, who was with Steve and I was with them, was just talking to Bayley's mom for like 20 minutes as if they were best friends. That was just really surreal seeing that. So it was such a cool experience, like just seeing everyone just being cool and having fun, and the wrestlers not being like too secure, like, oh, make sure to stay away from the fans. They're actually going around saying hi to people. So that was pretty cool to see that. But yeah, that was just, you know, the opening right there. For the show starts at 3. They opened it up because they had 2 shows, you know, Saturday and Sunday, but they had 2 halves. So they treated each half as if it was a brand new show, which got annoying because they opened it up with a video package from Triple H saying like, oh, welcome to NXT. and then they showed the video package from the Louder Than Life Festival from Louisville. They showed that. So I saw that 4 times. Those same exact video packages 4 times. They played it for each show, which got annoying. But I understand what they're doing because, you know, some people might have left and some people might have joined and are like, oh, it's cool, let's check this out and watch it. So I understand why they're doing it, but it just got annoying for the people that actually went there each show and each session. So that was whatever. The show opened up with Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy versus Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. Very fun opener. I can tell you right now, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable had the most fun matches of the weekend just because of the marking out I was doing, the yelling. I almost lost my voice the first match because it was just going absolutely crazy for Gable and Jordan. Me and Steve had a blast with Gable and Jordan. Those 2 guys, I think they knew we were their biggest fans because we let them know it, especially Gable. It was kind of funny, like Jordan would do something and Gable was like, and that's why he's the best. And Steve and I were like, no, you're the best. Like, well, I'm alright, but he's the best. So this interaction we had with Gable and Jordan, that match was just absolutely fun. The match itself too was pretty fun too. You know, the crowd was obviously behind Enzo and Cass, and you know, Steve and I were the only 2 rooting for Gable and Jordan for that match. So that was just a very, very fun match overall. Enzo and Cass got the victory against Gable and Jordan. You know, so whatever. Gable and Jordan lost. After the match, I got a selfie with Carmella, as you guys can probably see right now in the video. I got a selfie with her. So I got another picture with Carmella. Carmella's a bae. I don't care what anyone says. She's so cool and she's so nice and she's so incredibly beautiful too. So it's just the best of both worlds, the best of like every world possible because she's awesome. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. From there on, we go to the next match, which was Elias Sampson versus Bull Dempsey. Nothing to talk about here. Just a match that no one cared about. The crowd wasn't even that into it. The match went pretty long too. It was like almost 10 minutes, so they got a lot of time for pretty much no reason. Bull Dempsey went over, of course, and you know, nothing really much to talk about there. Then we go into the NXT Women's Championship match. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. This was actually a really good match here. I thought Bayley definitely looked like she was having a lot of fun. She was just messing around, and you know, Alexa Bliss really impressed here. I always liked Alexa Bliss, but she really showcased how good she is in the ring too. Excuse me. She really showcased how good in the ring she is too. I thought those 2 put on a really good match. It was a lot of fun. The crowd was really into it, and it was great. It was really you know, a good heel taking on a face type of match. You know, it's really sounds kind of dumb to say heel versus face type of match. That's almost every match, but it's like that dominant up heel that everyone hates versus that baby face everyone loves. That's everyone's rooting for the face. That's kind of what it was, and they put on a really good match. I really enjoyed it. Of course, Bayley got the win over Alexa Bliss to retain the championship. I got a selfie with Bayley after. She's going around. I had my phone out. She stopped, took a picture with me. I thought that was pretty cool for her to do. So yeah, that was a really cool, really good match and a really cool moment with Bayley to stop and take a picture with me afterwards. And then after that, we had a Samoa Joe versus Baron Corbin. You know, pretty good match here. You know, nothing really too much to talk about. It's kind of similar to their Takeover Brooklyn match in a sense. Of course, you had the whole thing with the Corey Taylor being involved in the match too. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it on either on WWE's Twitter or on YouTube, whatever. You saw the interaction they had between the 2. With Corey Taylor slapping Baron Corbin, which led to Samoa Joe beating him at the end. So that was a good match, but just nothing really too much to talk about besides the Corey Taylor situation. But it was cool seeing Samoa Joe wrestle live. I haven't seen him wrestle live before, so it was pretty cool to see him do that. After that, we had intermission. The show, it was about 4:30 around that time, and the next show didn't start until 6 o'clock, so once again, I had to play the waiting game. Originally, they were supposed to have another autograph session. I think it was supposed to go from 4:30 to 5:30, the second autograph session, but for whatever reason it got canceled. It never happened, so it kind of sucks that they didn't have another autograph session because that would have been a great way to kill time, especially considering they had to make us wait outside the tent because they wanted to make sure everyone was gone so people can come in and reclaim seats or new people can come in. So we had to wait outside again, which was whatever. But yeah, that was you know, the waiting game. Then we come back, we have Apollo Crews versus Ty Dillinger. Oh, by the way, back to the Bayley situation. Bayley marked out over the shirt again. She looked at, well, not again, but someone marked that over my shirt again. Bayley saw it. She's like, oh, awesome shirt, dude. I'm like, oh, yep, thank you. So that was another little thing I'd mention. And the reason why I mentioned that is because in the next match, Apollo Crews was Ty Dillinger. Apollo Crews making his entrance. He has his t-shirt. He's going, who wants a shirt? Who wants a shirt? And I'm kind of sitting there, not saying anything. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, no, what? Why not? I said, I'm like, yo, Apollo, let me get the shirt. And I think he saw the shirt because he threw his shirt right at me. So I have Apollo Crews' shirt. Really cool here. I'll never wear it, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's cool to have. because you got it at the show. You know, wrestler gave you the shirt. Wrestler wore the shirt. This shirt stank of cologne and had water over it. So yeah, it was really cool. I've never caught a T-shirt at a show before. I've not had a wrestler throw it to me, so really cool. Especially considering Paul Cruz once lived in Sacramento for a portion of his life. I know he considers that his hometown, I think. So it was really cool to have like the hometown guy give me the T-shirt. So that was a pretty cool moment there at the Apollo Crews. I think it was because of the shirt I was wearing. Honestly, I think he saw the shirt and said, "All right, this guy's getting the shirt." So I could be wrong, but that's what I think. But him and Ty Dillinger, it was a solid match here. Nothing too much to talk about. Of course, Apollo Crews got the victory. So that was a nice little match there. From there on, we go to Carmella versus Emma. Which was a fun match. Carmella, she's a lot of fun to watch too. Even though she's a great person, she's a lot of fun to watch too. She was having fun. Her and Emma put on a really good match, I thought. Especially with the counters they were doing. I thought it was a good match. I thought it was fun. Emma actually got the win. I was actually expecting Carmella to get the victory. But Emma actually pulled out the victory. Made her submit, I believe. So Emma won. That was good. Good match. Then we had the NXT Tag Team Championship match. Dash and Dawson being the new Tag Team Champions, taking on the Vaudevillains. Of course, spoiler alert, because the episode hasn't aired yet where the Vaudevillains lost the Tag Team titles to them, so it's kind of like, what are you doing? Spoiler alert! But yeah, they had a match. It was solid for what it was. Vaudevillains. I don't know, they acted kind of heelish in this match, to be perfectly honest. They pulled some heel, not like, they weren't doing heel things, but they acted like heels in a sense of how they were talking. That could just be me overlooking things, but it was a fun match. Of course, Dash and Dawson got the victory to retain, of course. So that was a fun match. And then we go to the main event, which was the NXT Championship match, Finn Balor versus Tyler Breeze. By far, match of the night. This was a lot of fun. Those two just had an awesome match. Like that was a match where I was honestly at the edge of my seat, just really invested into it because it was that good. So much fun. Some comedy spots too in the match. With Balor mimicking Tyler Breeze, and he actually slapped Tyler Breeze's ass, which is kind of weird, but it was a really fun match, really enjoyable. Finn Balor kicked out of the beauty shot. Tyler Breeze exposed the turnbuckle and threw Balor into it, but Balor kicked out, and it was just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. A really good match. Balor got the win with the coup de grace. So that was a great match and a great way to end the show, I thought. So that was it for day one. Little rant right here. Going back to, like I said in the beginning of the video, the people that work there suck ass. There's two entrances. There's a back one and a front one. Which one's which, I have no idea. I went from one entrance, and I asked, because I didn't know where I was at. It's pitch dark, you can barely see, so I didn't know where I was really going. So I asked, like, where's this, where's the pickup at? And someone told me down this way. I'm going down there, and then right before I leave, because once you leave, you can't come back in. I was like, wait a minute, this is not where I came in from. So I stopped. I was like, wait a minute, I was like, where do I go? I was lost. And some guy, I guess, had the same problem, because some guy walked out, and he was trying to come back in, and they wouldn't let him back in. They're like, hey, he was like, hey, I got told to come down here, but I need to go up there. I can't get there unless I go back in and go through that way. Like, well, sorry, sir, we can't let you in. And at that point, I kind of intervened because I had the same problem. I was asking, I was like, okay, I'm still in here. I'm like, how do I get to their entrance? Like, they're like, well, this is the only entrance here. I'm like, no, it's not. I came from the other entrance. Like, well, this is the only entrance I know of. I'm like, well, can you point me to someone that does? Like, well, sorry, we can't leave this position. I'm like, what? What fucking use are you? I'm like, I don't blame them because a lot of them are just volunteers. But at the same time, it's like, how can you're supposed to help people and you're not helping anyone. If anything, you're getting horrible instructions or directions because me and some other guy got led into the wrong place. So this guy is kind of like, what do I do? Because he got led to the wrong place. He can't leave because he's in the wrong area and they won't let him back in. I kind of intervened. So I'm like, you guys, your employees, your co-workers told us to come this way. He made the mistake of keep walking and he went outside. And you can't even do the decency of letting him back in just so he can go. Like, I even said, like, if we wanted to stay, why the fuck would we go into the exit for if we wanted to stay? We think we're going to go out and say, no, I want to go back in. Let's go fuck around some more. No, it was just a huge thing, and it was just a really bad situation. I don't know what happened to the guy. I ended up leaving because I was pissed. I even told the person, I was like, no, this is fucking bullshit. I'm like, you guys fuck us over and you can't even help us to fix it. So I was pissed. I just walked off. What happened to that guy, like I said, I have no idea. But yeah, I had to walk all the way back to the other side. Then eventually I went home. So yeah, that was day one. Just fucking horrible service, man. I don't know if all music festivals are like that, but it was just absolutely terrible. But yeah, then we go to day 2, which I got there late. I got there a little after 1. To make sure 2 reasons. 1, I wasn't feeling too well in the morning. This is when my sickness started, actually. And 2, traffic was pretty bad in that late morning, early afternoon. So it was bad. It was worse than I thought it was going to be. So it kind of delayed me. So I appeared there a little after 1, and unfortunately, Steve and Mario were they were the first people in line for what they told me, and they already met the people, so I couldn't meet who were signing, which wasn't a big deal to me because who was signing was Bailey, the Vaudevillains, and Tyler Breeze. So it sucks I didn't get to meet them. The big person I wanted to meet out of the 4 was Tyler Breeze. He's one person I really wanted to meet. But, I already got a picture with Bailey the day before in the Vaudevillains. I like them, but I don't really care to, if I meet him or not. So it kind of sucked that I had to miss on Tyler Breeze. But what can you do? I'll probably catch him on Access or something one day. But yeah, I went in, pretty much sat there, pretty much killed time until the show started. As we were waiting, we noticed someone chilling on the side, so I went up to ask him for an autograph because I had a picture with him from the day before, and I got him to autograph his page in the program, which is Baron Corbin. He was just chilling. I just got him to sign his page. As you see right there, turned out pretty nice on his page. He's the only person I met that entire day. So day 2 was pretty uneventful in terms of meeting anybody. Baron Corbin was the only person I got. So besides that, I pretty much just waited and relaxed, wait till the show started. The show started with Apollo Crews versus Elias Sampson. This was actually a lot of fun, actually. Elias Sampson, he was a guy that I don't really know too much of. I know his character and everything, but I don't really care for. But him and Apollo Crews put on an entertaining match. Apollo Crews played with the guitar, even to the point where Steve asked for the guitar, and he went up to him like, "Oh, you want the guitar? Here you go." So that was actually a pretty fun match. I enjoyed it. Elias Sampson showed a side that I didn't really think he had in terms of entertaining. So it was a fun match. I enjoyed it. Apollo Crews, of course, got the victory. So that was a nice little fun match to start the show. After that, we had Carmella versus Alexa Bliss, which was a good match here too. Nothing too much to talk about. Alexa Bliss really dominated this match. Carmella, didn't have too much offense in this match, but it's still a good little solid Divas match here. With Carmella getting the victory, made Alexa Bliss tap out, so she got the win. That was a good match. And then we go to the most fun match, at least for me, because I had a blast with this match. Of course, once again, it does involve the man, Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, taking on the Vaudevillains. This was just a very fun match. I absolutely loved it. It was just, those two are so much fun to watch. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, they're so invested in their match. It was just so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time watching those two and cheering them. I bet you're going to ask Steve, too, and ask him if Jason Jordan and Chad Gable were the most fun to watch that entire week, and they really were. And I had one hell of a time during that match watching those guys. Just so much fun, so much fun. And the match was just a lot of fun too. Jason Jordan, Chad Gable just really dominated this match, and of course at the end, the Vaudevillains pull out the victory. They pinned Chad Gable with the rolling dermish. So just so much fun, a lot of fun. Love those guys. And then we had Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin for the NXT title next. The match, before the match started, Baron Corbin attacked Finn Balor during introductions, pretty much saying that he's going to walk away with the title tonight. And this match was good. My only complaint with this match was the fact that you had Baron Corbin pretty much have the offense for the entire match. And then at the very end, Finn Balor pulled out the victory with the drop kick followed by the coup de grace. So Finn Balor pretty much was just getting his ass kicked, and then at the very end, he just pulled out the victory from out of nowhere. So that's kind of disappointing. I'm not really too key in those matches unless it fits the situation. So the fact that this is just a situation where it's just a live event match, no story behind it, I didn't really like it in that sense, but it was fun. It was fun watching Finn fight back on Baron Corbin, and the fans get behind Finn, rooting him on against Baron Corbin. So that was a lot of fun. Enjoyed that match. Then we had intermission. Again, just killed time until the second half started, which kicked off with Dash and Dawson defending the tag team titles against Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. This was surprising, a lot of fun too. I was really into this match. Of course, they had the involvement with Yellow Wolf too at the end of the match, or after the match. Really cool spot, or very funny spot, where Enzo and I think it was Dawson? I don't know which two, but they had a moment in the match where it's like, no, let's box. They pull chairs out and they get in the corners. They get ready for it. They start, going around boxing. Enzo KOs Dawson. He's out for the count. Or I think it was Dash. I don't know which one it was, to be honest, but it was a really funny spot they did in the match with the little boxing stint. They got the chairs out in the corners, rooting on. That was pretty funny. So that was good stuff there, and of course Dash and Dawson got the victory. So that was fun. Then we had Bull Dempsey versus Ty Dillinger. Ty Dillinger is not a guy I haven't been exactly too high on. I haven't really cared for him, but he showed personality in this match. I think him and Elias Sampson definitely shined in terms of showing a personality and being entertaining. So I give props to both of them, because the first day they're kind of like whatever, they didn't really do much. But this show, the second day, they definitely showcased more personality, and they were really entertaining. For the most part, especially Ty Dillinger. I thought he did a great job, Bull Dempsey, in terms of entertaining the crowd. He cut a promo too at the beginning of the match, which was good, I thought. So Ty Dillinger, I'm not too key on him, but I can see myself growing on him if he does this, the way he acted on this show, more on television. So I'm interested to see where they go going forward with him. But of course, Bull Dempsey got the win. Did a nice spot with he does the whole 10 card. The referee took it away, and he had like a little miniature card in his boot he took out and had up. That was pretty funny. So yeah, that was a fun match there. Then we go to Bayley versus Emma for the NXT Women's Championship. Really good match here. Bayley just had a ton of fun. You can tell she was just having a blast. Like, no care in the world. Just having fun. And it's awesome to see wrestlers have fun, because when they're having fun, you're having fun, it's almost like. So it was really cool to see her just kind of chill and relax. Emma playing the heel role, being all serious. Evil Emma, as you can dub her as. So they put on a great match. Really fun, really into it. Bayley is just really, really, really fun to watch. I really like Bayley. And of course, she retained the title at the end, so that was good. And then we go to the main event, which was Samoa Joe versus Tyler Breeze. Really good match here. If you watched their match in NXT this past week, I'd pretty much say it's the same match. It had the same exact finish as well, where Tyler Breeze went for a roll-up, hit a supermodel kick, tried to do something, tried to roll him up, which led him into the Kachita clutch, or whatever you want to call it, the choke, which Tyler Breeze tapped out to. So a very solid main event. It was odd that was the main event. I honestly thought Bayley would main event the show with Emma. So it was kind of weird to see those two main event, but I'm not gonna complain. It was a very solid match, really good. Tyler Breeze is awesome. But yeah, that'll be my rundown for the weekend. After the show, I pretty much just left. Again, a horrible service. I had to wait like a half an hour because the drop off. Apparently, they cut off the drop off without saying anything to anyone. So you had to find a different route to pick people up at pickup, which is absolutely ridiculous. They want you to walk like 2 miles to get picked up. It was fucking, the service for Aftershock was just fucking atrocious. I fucking hated dealing with the service, but the festival was fun. Just dealing with the service they had, leaving was just absolutely fucking terrible. But yeah, I had a blast. I had a lot of fun. I can easily say this is some of the most fun I've ever had at a wrestling show. Just yelling, screaming, losing your voice, having so much fun, especially when you're with people. Again, big shout out to Steve and Mario for letting me hang out with them for the weekend. That was a lot of fun, really cool for them to do. Shout out to the other people like Isaac. You're a cool dude. Talked to him for a while. Shout out to the other people who hung up too, like the drunk guy in the Bayley shirt and the Seth Rollins shirt in the first day. I think his name was Jacob. Shout out to you, man. You're a lot of fun, even though you're drunk, but you're a lot of fun. Shout out to some other guy, sat with us, I forgot his name. How I was even watching this, but shout out to him. Just a very fun weekend, and just everyone. It's so much fun when wrestling fans just get together and have fun at a show. It's really a blast. But yeah, that'll do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just to recap what I got once again. Of course, got the program. Some signatures in there. Got the NXT Live T-shirt. Really cool T-shirt, and of course they have the Apollo Crews shirt that he threw at me. Here's my list if you want to see it of my notes. I have horrible handwriting because I don't write often. I haven't written much since I graduated high school last year, so my handwriting absolutely blows. But yeah, I'll do it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys enjoyed your Halloween. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks once again. Thank you for watching the video.